Hi there, it's Aluna Michaels, Esoteric Astrologer, coming to talk to you about April of 2015. So we've got a lot of interesting things to talk about. Okay, so the first thing is we are having an eclipse, and that's going to happen on April 4th, Saturday, April 4th. And it's around 6 a.m., so early in the morning, Eastern time, here we're talking. So last month on March 20th, we had a total eclipse with a new moon, and that was at 29 degrees of Pisces. Now 2 weeks later, we're having a full moon total eclipse in Aries, so it's the sun's in Aries at 14 degrees, the moon's in Libra at 14 degrees. Also, Uranus, the planet of chaos and liberation and all sorts of great things, Uranus is at 16 degrees of Aries, so it's right there in the eclipse. So, you know, full moons tend to be a little tense. Aries is a reactionary sign and about anger and doesn't like to be tense or frustrated. You know, full moons can bring things to a head. Uranus is a planet that is very rebellious and doesn't want to deal with trouble and can get very irritable and, you know, and it's Easter weekend. So for a lot of people, they're having lots of family over, or just in general, weekends can be family oriented. So just be aware of the tension that's going on that the weekend coming up here as I'm doing this. Even the 3 days before and after an eclipse tend to be kind of loaded, so people start to feel a little, and the Uranus is there too, so it's like, okay, just generally people feeling tense and frustrated. But on a spiritual level, it's like, okay, Uranus is the liberator. Uranus wants to break patterns, and Uranus is extremely transformative. You know, it can just change direction in an instant. So when we're talking about the sun working with Uranus in Aries, it's like Aries is connected to Mars. Mars can be about anger and tension and frustration and rage and all this kind of stuff. But Mars is also your goals and life direction and, you know, the enthusiasm to go do something, the initiative to do it, the excitement about it all, you know, and in a lot of ways a sense of hopefulness, like, yeah, I can do anything, you know. So the eclipse often is about looking into your subconscious. So it's like, what's keeping you from attaining that power? And especially anger, you know, repressed anger. And this can be from this lifetime, it can be even past lifetimes that can start to come up. And this can, you know, it's a great time to do some meditation, as is any time, right? But to be able to do some journal writing or really look at like things that come up for you about anger, or even just how you use your energy. If you're someone who has chronic fatigue or things like that, what is being crunched down, and this eclipse can really spring open all this energy, and that can be physical energy, it can be emotional energy, energy to break free and make changes in your life from difficult situations, like a difficult job or difficult relationship, but you don't want to just caveat here, you don't want to do something right at an eclipse because it's a time when you've got funny glasses on. You know, you're seeing from a past life piece, you're seeing from the past in general, things can be dredged up, so you don't want to make decisions or make radical actions during that eclipse or say radical things. You know, it's all observing what could be possible. And then you wait till a little later to do the changes, which I'll bring up. But especially if it's about liberating from yourself, which of course everything basically is, right? But how do you hold yourself back? How have you limited yourself? You can have some really interesting insights about that. Again, past life pieces, karmic pieces, ways you just dial down your power, and how you feel resentful about that, and how much more potential you have. You know, so this can spring a whole lot of possibilities open, especially about, again, how you push your own energy down. So the time to make some changes, yay, is when Jupiter goes forward, which is April 8th. And this is going to be, feel really good, because Jupiter went retrograde at Christmas time, like the middle of December. Jupiter only goes retrograde and direct once a year. And you know, Jupiter is the planet of hopefulness, a different way than Mars. Mars is like, I can do anything, but Jupiter's like, wow, I can do anything, you know? And it's like, the world is good. So when it goes retrograde, it's kind of like, yeah, it can be wind out of your sails, you know? Not the entire time it's retrograde, but, you know, whatever maybe started in December that you were feeling really charged up about, maybe in November, early December, I might not work out. Well, all that can kind of come alive again in April. So as Jupiter goes forward, it's like, yeah, like I'm okay, I can do it. And it gives you that vision about how to use this new energy that you've transferred from anger and tension, and you've put it into energy and potential and this rocket fuel to make these changes. So Jupiter direct, April 8th, is a better time to like be planning things out and see how you're going to use the power you've acquired, you've transferred within yourself, shifted it around, and now you get, where am I going to use it? Okay, now I can go this way. The other thing that's on your side there with making these new plans is 3 different planets going into Taurus. We've got Mars going into Taurus April 1st. It's already there now. Mercury goes into Taurus on the, in my glasses, I wrote it down, the 16th, and the Sun goes in the 20th. Okay, so then those Taurus planets throughout the month are going to be connecting to Neptune. And I'll tell you all about that. So the Taurus planets are about, you know, real changes in your life, you know. It can be, you know, how to handle your money differently, how to make more money, how to take better care of your health and respect and love your body more. It can be about relationships and respect in relationships and balance of power in relationships, especially with money. So Taurus is all about these kind of third dimensional things, but doing it from a space of respect and honor. And because all those planets are going to be connecting a sextile, if you know what that is, 60-degree angle, to Neptune. Neptune is that bigger vision. So Neptune's like, wow, what are my plans with career, money, self-care, you know, and then, wow, that's where I want to end up. And the Taurus goes, and this is how I get there. Don't. Step, 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 step. You start doing it. And of course, you got the Jupiter direct, which is like, I can do this. I can do this. Yes. You know, and then you've unleashed all that energy from the eclipse as to why you would limit yourself, you know, repressing your power. You know, I'm angry, so I'm going to eat ice cream instead of express myself, or, you know, or overspend money, or whatever it is, you know, don't like myself for whatever reason. So you've unleashed all that energy, and then you get the hopefulness, and then you got the planning, and you're going along. So that's hooray. Okay, the other thing to talk about is Pluto's going retrograde. You must think like, oh, these planets going retrograde, you know, because we talk about Mercury retrograde, but it's a shift of energy, so they're important to talk about. And again, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto only go retrograde and direct once a year. So Pluto's going to turn retrograde on the 16th, and goes 15 degrees Capricorn is what it goes retrograde at. And, you know, not too much to say about that. Just sometimes around that time, again, when planets turn around, they're internal. So it's also because we're having that Taurus stuff with the Neptune, and Pluto also has to do with power and money and goals and things too. You know, again, deep thinking about, you know, yeah, how do I want to use my energy properly? And knowing that these are long-term goals, that's the one thing with the Pluto retrograde. Sometimes you can feel like, you know, I want it right now. And knowing that, nope, this is Taurus that's starting this out, even though we got the enthusiasm of the Jupiter going direct, this is going to be long-term. And not looking for immediate gratification, but looking for, I did that step, and I ate healthy today, or I put some money away, or I spoke up for myself in my relationship. You know, it didn't change everything, but I did it. And then I can build on that and build on that. And if you're looking that way, you can say, wow, look at the changes, you know, but to have that patience for the gradual shifts. So I think that's all to say. And just enjoy the eclipse if you can, if you have some time to be by yourself. even for an hour or so, and just even if you don't know what to release, even saying a prayer to the universe about I'm willing to let go of ways I misuse my energy that don't allow me to use the power of my soul in the best way. You know, your soul is unlimited power, and how are you not connecting into that power and willing to let go of those things from the past that keep you, that gum up your motor? You know, just saying, take it away, just, you know, scrub that motor clean, my spiritual engine, so it runs smoother. And, you know, just kind of praying that if you don't know exactly what it is that holds you back. Because that will help you a lot. And then maybe even in dreams or things, you may see those pieces. You know, I just think since watching TV, even these pop culture things, it's, oh, I got a piece of, you know, some character in there. It could even be a comedy, but that's me. And that's the thing I do that holds me back. So being open to see if you do get a specific message from the universe, but even if not, it's like I'm surrendering what's gumming up my motors, how I misuse anger or power or energy, and I want to use energy in a proper way for me. So enjoy April, and I will see you in May. If you would like a personal session from me, remember my website is alunamichaels.com. I also have my 12 Gifts of the Astrological Signs book on there that you can order. And if you're a YouTube subscriber, let me know in the email. I'll give you a discount for my YouTubers. And just thanks for being out there and evolving with me. Bye.